Dear audience, now coming to the issues we face today with our industry and area, and especially in Pakistan in relation to the reading culture, libraries, research, attitude of people, children, the next generation, we see a very scary, I would say, figures coming out from different various surveys on these areas. For example, if we see a Britain, 50% of the population, more or less, they read at least one book per week. Do we do that here in Pakistan? In Israel, 53% people, they study regularly various books on different topics. Canadians, 88%, and then 93% people, they still stick to the printed literature than the digital one. 93% of Canadians, they say they still prefer reading and studying from the hard copy and volumes and not the digital stuff. China, they spent around 28 billion of their local currency on libraries annually in China. 28 billion of their local currency they spent on their local libraries in China. When we talk about Pakistan, an interesting survey came out by the Gallup. They say Pakistanis were asked, okay, what kind of books you read usually? So they were expecting maybe they will say on space sciences, medicine, natural sciences, or a social science, geography, or whatever. But interestingly, 32% Pakistanis said, no, we like to read weekly magazines. And others said that we prefer digests. And then others said, no, we prefer the poetry books. That's what we are into. And then a couple of others said that, 21% said that, no, we prefer reading novels. So this is the nation in which we are trying to work. So still, it's a long way, but still, inshallah, we are hopeful things will change, and these digest reading ratios and novel reading ratios will change into some real stuff, good quality academic books. People will be reading and found reading someday, inshallah. People spending hours. India, on average, they spend 10 hours on extra readings per person. Thailand, 9 hours. Philippines, 7 hours. Egypt, 7 hours on per week. But we have a different figures. So it was just to give an idea what we are into and what we are facing. So these libraries and reading, it is not that when the children or a youth, youngsters, boys and girls, they reach to the library, the university life. And if the habit has not been adopted or developed in themselves, in them, of extra reading or keeping themselves attached with the book, at least reading one book and finishing and then getting and start reading the second one, they cannot suddenly adopt that habit at their university life. So you have to groom your next generation from their childhood. And that can only happen when we all can join our hands together and start working. Even all those associations and librarians, they open their hearts and doors for the young children, the children of this society, which are going to enter the university 10 years down the line. But you start working on them today. You groom them as a researcher. It is not that suddenly you bring something new out of a new person. That does not happen. So what is necessary? There are some very good quality private schools, but there the fee packages are 20,000 per month, 25,000 per month. So what about those people who just get 15,000 per month, whole salary for them? So how they can afford sending their kids to a school where they have to pay 25,000 rupees per month? Of course not. So all these research habits are inculcated in the children, but in a very expensive school. So what percentage of our nation's children actually go to those elite schools? I'm sure they don't exceed 10% of the total. 90% of our nation, people living in villages, even going to government schools or even going to the private schools, you simply see them, they don't have that kind of facility. And even the cheap private schools you send your kids there, you cannot afford. There the research is considered luxury. They would not offer to your children that, and which is understandable. They cannot afford that. But then there the government roles enter. If the government is not playing its role, so it is not doing anything for the nation. If they are not doing to upbring their next generation academically. So this is necessary that today I had an opportunity to meet Director Libraries. So I spoke to him, I said that if you really want to do something, so open your doors to the school going children of Pakistan and make these libraries creative spaces for them. Make them attractive, make them colorful, bring such a beautiful furniture, touch screens, visual activities, so many colorful story books and stuff like that. They feel like spending time there. That will make them attached to your libraries. If you cannot inculcate the love of books and library at this stage of them, you cannot produce a good researchers in your society. Then it is only those exceptions whom Allah Almighty help them. They cross the limits and make their names for them and for their country. But the system is not producing the right quality researchers for the society. So as a librarians, we have to open the doors for the next generation, for our youngsters, for our children. They should walk in. Why only when it's a holiday? So the schools only has to take their children to a zoo or a wonderland. Why there can't be a library day? The school children, the staff, they are taking the whole lot to some local library and they feel like spending time there. They open a children membership, make it so attractive. I remember just a month ago, I was in Melbourne with my family. So my daughters, so there was a local town library there. So they used to go, my daughters with their mother, and sometime I accompanied them. So interestingly, so they have created such a beautiful place. Even I was feeling like sitting there and didn't want it to leave. And same was case with the children. They felt like spending whole day. So much academic games and activities for them. This is what you do for your generations to produce good researchers.